Mrs. Lovett here again for AMI work for April 6th, and this is for science. So I started reading this. The Greek scientist Archimedes was born about 2,300 years ago, and he is still famous for both his scientific inventions and mathematical discoveries. And I started thinking, whoa, okay, maybe I need to go read the questions so I can see what I'm going to be looking for in this text. So I go down here to the directions, and it says, look at the pictures below. Label each picture using the words from the story. And I just have a couple: claw, screw, lever, and fulcrum, sphere. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for in this text. So then I keep reading. One thing he discovered was that water could be used to calculate the volume of an irregularly shaped object. There is a story about a time when Archimedes made this discovery. This happened when the king of Syracuse asked him to determine if a new crown was made of pure gold or cheaper metals. Archimedes noticed that the level of his bath water rose when he got into the tub. The water was displaced by the density of his body. I'm stopping here because I'm thinking about how we talked about this in math class when we had the vocabulary words displacement and density. So hopefully you remember that. Okay, anyway, back to the text. He determined that he could use this to see if the crown displaced as much as pure gold would. His experiment proved that the crown was not as dense as gold, and therefore the goldsmith had cheated the king by using lighter and cheaper materials. The story goes that Archimedes ran into the street and cried, "Eureka!" which is Greek for "I have found it." The name of our math curriculum is also Eureka Math. Okay, anyway, second paragraph. Archimedes also designed a device called the Archimedes screw. It used a tube and a spiral device in a cylinder to lift water and move it from a low area to a higher one. And since I already knew the words that we were looking for, I know screw is one of them, so I go down to the pictures and I look for the one which was described by, and I underlined it here, a tube and a spiral device in a cylinder to lift water and move it from a low area to a higher one. That definitely looks like that. So the answer is screw. Okay, let me erase some stuff I do not need. Okay, I'm going to keep reading. This was just one of his many contributions to science and mathematics. He measured the surface area and volume of a sphere, which is perfectly round object. Well, I know a sphere, we've been talking about it in math class as well, is a perfectly round object. And I go over here and I see that sphere. Mark it off. Okay. Keep reading. I lost my spot. Okay, he invented a number system to express very large numbers. He is also very well known for his work with levers and fulcrums. A fulcrum is what a lever rests on and what helps it pivot. So I go down here and I'm like, okay, well that's the lever and this is the fulcrum, so the number 4 has to be lever and fulcrum. Archimedes said that he could move the world if he had the right level and a place to put it. Archimedes also discovered war machines, such as a giant claw to lift enemy ships out of the water, and a giant mirror to reflect sunlight and set ships on fire. Wow. Okay, so we realize he's pretty smart, inventive dude. Okay, so the last one we know is going to be the claw, lifting the ships out of the sea. Okay, so see how I underlined the information that I got from the text to make sure that I got the correct answers. Okay, so there you go. That's the science for April 6th. And you do have an extra activity down here. Imagine you have used Archimedes' method to discover that an object you purchased is not made of pure gold. Write a letter to the company that made the object. Explain how you know they are cheating their customers. Be respectful and professional in your letter. So if anyone wants to do that, they're more than welcome to do so. Remember, it's not hate mail. You want to be respectful and professional. And if anyone would like to share that on a Google Meet, please do. Thank you. Done with the markup. I need to be done with the video. Oh, there we go.